Now I gotta fix this. Hang on. I don't know why it does that. I really don't.
Yeah, it's a new one. We're live on that one.
We're live on that.
Uh,
Oh, we gotta.
no, it's
Yeah.
just a new link. Just waiting.
Shit. Hang on.
Fuckholes.
I hate this shit, man. Oh no. No. Hey, there's people in here now. I think it went live again on a different fucking thing. Sorry guys, this fucking streaming software sucks ass cockles. It sucks ass cockles and I don't like it. Not one bit, Jeremy. All right, but we are live now at least. How the fuck is everybody doing? I'm gonna have to spread this link out to everybody that wasn't here before. Gosh, technology sucks my buns. You know what I mean?
Really burns your biscuits good.
It does. It does.
Burn the biscuits.
Oh man, here we go.
Yeah, it's like we're on the run from people. It's like, found you.
Ah, I gotta go to the socials real quick and let everybody know the link is different.
Farts and farts and farts and farts.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry. Technical difficulties. My ass.
Hello.
My ass.
Are you still suffering from that incident with Jerome? It's bleeding out my anus.
He's not a gentle man. He's many things, but he's not gentle. And my internet's
Didn't even
crazy.
use the lube. He just said, bend over, Sally. And I did.
Now my internet's being a butthole. Yeah, I don't know what happened, Tracy. Yeah, new room, guys. The chat fucked up on the last one, and it not the chat, but the stream fucked up, and it sent us to a new place, and we have to work with what we have now.
Take me to another land. Take me to another place. Tennessee, Tennessee,
Tennessee.
Tennessee, Tennessee. Lord, I really have been real stressed.
We're gonna go in here in just a second, guys. We're almost there, I promise. Me so sorry. Me so sorry.
Oh, love you long time.
I love you long time in the night, in the darkness. Okay, it's true. I do. All right. Gotta fix that thumbnail, and we are gonna.
Goodbye, Mama. Now you can have ice cream in heaven all the time. I'll see you again real soon when I go to sleep in my head movies. But this head movie makes my eyes rain.
What the fuck is that?
Simple Jack.
Simple Jack.
This head movie makes my eyes rain.
All right, we should be good and in the fucking clear. How the shit's it going, everybody? Denise, Epic Slap Studios, Noah, Greg, Luke, Robert, Jonathan, Vanessa, 4-8ster, Julie R, Anime Collector, Jordan Cruz, Eric, Vinny C, Vanessa, Jacob Miller, Russell Anderson. Yes, news. Yes, news. For your fucking mouths to.
Russell's like, he's like, where's the news? I heard there was going to be free beer. Where's the beer?
OPL says, hot water burn, baby. Hot water burn, baby. I don't even know what that means, yo, but I like it. The fuck
Sounds good. It sounds like when you put up layup on somebody in basketball. Hot water burn heater.
You gotta dunk that shit.
I burned your hot water. That shit, I gotta pull that off.
Oh man, I hope everybody's doing well on this Thursday night, Wednesday night. Who fucking cares what day it is during the quarantine? We just live a
Nobody
life.
knows.
You do what you gotta do to survive. I fight to survive. What's up, Sade, David, Brent, Tracy, Tony, Kyle, Andre, Laura, Opie, Preston, Nicole, Seth, Russell, John, Planet Witaku. All right, so the news. Everyone's asking for the fucking news. Yeah, you should call the cops. We don't stop playing till the cops show up.
Yeah.
That's what Kiss
It's gonna be
says
better than House Party 4.
in the Scooby-Doo episode
Shut
with Kiss.
the fuck up. Taste the booger flavor.
266 people strong. Thank all you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Sorry we got off to a little bit of technical difficulties, as we were one to do, because fuck.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
It's no one's fault. It's no one's fault at all. How you doing today, Jay?
I'm doing good.
Your UK hat.
Yeah, I got these new headphones, guys. I hope you like them. I got them from John Travolta and Look Who's Talking. That's what. When he was an airline pilot.
Starting an air traffic control career on the side. Everything sound good with the new headphones, guys? Everything sound good? Feel right?
Hopefully. I got them on sale at Big Lots. Yeah, it was real nice.
Ray Gunner says, "Ring the alarm! Your mama just been sighted."
Where?
Yeah, Jake.
I'm sorry, Mama.
I never meant to
I never
hurt
meant
you.
to hurt you.
Have you ever been demonstrated or hated against? I have. That's probably not how the song goes, but yeah, feels good on a Wednesday night. We're gonna talk some fucking Halloween kills. We're gonna talk some Scream 5. A bunch of good news in the air tonight. I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
What you gotta do, you gotta go. Oh. It doesn't matter if you're driving in the car when that song comes on. You always wait to that solo part and then you do it. It doesn't matter who's looking. You have to.
We're glad you two joined too, Robbie. Yeah, A Shadows. Jay's a telemarker and a pilot. He's a double threat kind of guy. Joseph says, much love from Philly. Milwaukee. It's a good state. They got good stuff there.
It's a good land.
Delaware.
It's a good land.
Delaware. All right, who wants to talk Halloween or Scream first? Halloween or Scream? What do you think, chat? What do you want to talk about first? A lot of shit to cover. I know, yeah, people are still coming in from the other stream trying to figure shit out. That's why we're going slow. What do you want, chat? Iron Baron, thanks, man. He says, how's it hanging, Michael J? Did you hear about Robert Pattinson refusing to bulk up for Batman? Shake my head. I miss Christian Bale. I did not hear that. I saw his photo shoot, which was basically him. The way he looked in that photo shoot was just a guy sitting in the corner knowing that he's reached the precipice for hipsterdom, and he's sad because he doesn't know what to do with his life next.
He looks like that, like depressed kid that's sitting outside the principal's office that got in trouble but doesn't want to admit to people that he was playing with matches in his class. He's like, I don't care. They can do whatever they want. Saturday school, I laugh at it. But you know, he's got to bulk up, though. Dream. You know when the director's probably like, look, man, you've got skinny muscles. You got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. He's like, I don't want to because you told me to.
I don't even care, Mom.
But then again, if you look at the great like beast that Ben Affleck turned into in Batman versus Superman, like that's setting a high bar. That's a fucking monster.
Yeah.
He's like, do you think I could carry around chains like that motherfucker did?
They told him he
looked like he was pulling the Titanic up.
He's got to do that butt crack scene, so he knew he had to get in shape for that butt crack scene. Right after Gone Girl, too.
Yeah, that was a nice big bubble butt. Butt.
The consensus seems to be as strong. Well, Scream's coming on late, but a lot of Halloween I saw early. So damn, Scream is really coming on late. I don't even know. I don't know.
I guess we'll just go with the first one we saw, which was Halloween.
Yeah. All right, that works. That sounds good, man. So Halloween Kills news, everybody. Damn, 343 fucking people here ready to party. Get your wieners out and your unmentionables.
Let's cross the streams.
Yeah. Damn, Scream's coming on so hard. Vinny C, thanks, man. He says, joke time. Jay, what did Dr. Loomis say when he saw Lonnie smoking weed near the Myers house? Lonnie, get your grass away from there.
Oh, yeah, ass grass or blast.
No one rides for free. No one. All right.
Get your ass away from there.
Let Jay be the decider there. So the first bit of news of Halloween Kills is that on Saturday afternoon, for most of us, we're in the Eastern time zone, so it's going to be about 3:45 p.m. If you want the exact details, just go to WeWatchTheMovie.com. We have an article about it showing everything and what time and who's going to be there or whatever. But they're doing a live stream commentary for Halloween 2018. And it's going to have a shit ton of people, man. It's John Carpenter, Jamie Lee Curtis is going to be doing it.
The
Nick
kids
Castle,
from Menudo will be there.
New Kids on the Block.
O-Town, I heard, might show up with Liquid Dreams.
Milli Vanilli is just going to do one tweet over and
wonderful.
over again. But yeah, a bunch of people involved with the team from Halloween 2018 is going to be doing a live stream on Twitter, a live commentary on Twitter. Now, what that means is it's very confusing to a lot of people, and I understand that because I was confused as shit too. What it means is basically they set the start time, and you watch the movie on your own. And you just go to Twitter and you use hashtag Halloween at home and follow these accounts, David Gordon Green, all these people, and they're going to be doing a live Twitter commentary of Halloween as the movie happens. So, and you can ask them questions using hashtag Halloween at home, watch it along with them. They're going to talk about the details, all the stuff behind it, hopefully some cool shit. And you can talk to them and ask them questions too.
I'm fucking excited. Like the main thing, there's two things I would like to ask Jamie Lee Curtis, like, How's Activia going? And do you still dance sexy like that for your husband like you did in True Lies? Because that shit rocked the fuck out of it.
I dare you. You should do it. You should ask.
Yeah, but
it's a great scene.
Yeah, but you know she's not gonna answer it. I was like, do you still own those blue panties? Because you look fucking hella-licious.
The terrible drummer, thanks, man. He says, just wanted to let you know that Chico, California has some wham up in them. Fuck yeah. Chico, California. Thanks, man. But okay, so what's everybody want to know? Obviously, it's cool that they're doing that. It's cool because you're probably gonna get some. There's no commentary on any of the Blu-rays or anything like that. There's no commentary, so this is the closest we're gonna get to it in the land of COVID. Seeing what people thought about the behind-the-scenes shit, the way they felt about shooting certain scenes. There's definitely going to be some fun Halloween news and fun Halloween shit to come out of that. But
obviously they're not going to reveal too much. They're going to keep it close to the chest. But
right.
I mean, it'll be cool if they even tease some things out.
Yeah, and this movie already happened, so they're just mostly going to be talking about Halloween.
Just ask like, is Michael Myers going to be in it? Tell me the fucking truth. Is he going to be in it? You know, it'd be cool though. If, it'd be funny if you made a joke like that and David Gorgor's like, yeah, there's actually this really cool flashback sequence with Dr. Loomis. You're like, oh, fuck you.
I doubt they'll talk at all about Halloween Kills, and that's the big question though. I mean, there's going to be some cool stuff they dig into with Halloween 2018, but I think what everybody's wondering is, and that's what we're here to talk about today, you sexual lumberjack motherfuckers, is are they going to show the Halloween Kills trailer after it? And that ties into some of the other news we have. Look, I've been fucking stalking them like Michael stalks Lori on their Twitter pages. When it comes to Jason Blum, who's going to be involved. When it comes to Ryan Turek, who's going to be involved. When it comes to everybody involved. And normally, I say this with trepidation, but normally when someone asks, is the trailer coming out today or something, they'll be like, no, it's not, or whatever. There's been, obviously, as you can imagine, 1,000 people asking, are you going to show the trailer at the end of it? And so far, to this point, no one has said no. No one has said the trailer will not be at the end of it. And there's two reasons why I think we could possibly see a Halloween Kills trailer on Saturday at the end of this event. One is that no one said no, and two is the new news that the New Mutants, they just released news that the New Mutants was going to release in August. Yeah. Now, you might think that has nothing to do with Halloween Kills, but
that's the month of the sun. It's a good day. It's a good day.
The month of the sun.
Yeah,
bask in its glory,
like a diamond.
But all right, so here's where we stand with the movies. Let's get into it real deep on whether or not we think a trailer's going to come out on Saturday. Here's where we stand with movies. The next movie slated to be released is actually the new Purge movie, The Forever Purge, on July the 10th. But there's been no marketing. There's been no trailers. That movie, against all intents and purposes, is not coming out in theaters on July 10th. The next movie is July 17th, and it's Tenet. I think I'm saying that right. Tenet with Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, Tenet. I think, yeah.
Tenet.
I don't know.
Tiny penises galore in the night on Saturday.
Tiny penis. No, it's Tenet is tiny, energetic, nasty tit. Yes.
But the E's silent.
Yeah, the E is silent. It's Tenet time.
It's a tit with a silent E. So, think about it this way. All right. Tenet is holding strong with July 17th trailer release. Now, it's kind of weird because it all ties into what's going on with the world. But with the world, they're all kind of opening up shit early now. Here in Kentucky, they've been pretty stringent, but they're even going to open up theaters on June the 1st. So, if Tenet holds strong with Warner Brothers and they hold that July 17th date and they own all the theaters and it turns out well, then what you've got after that is now you have New Mutants coming out in August, a month later. And then you've got A Quiet Place 2 coming out in September. Yeah. What I'm getting at is this news all came out this week, right? Mm-hmm. So Tenet is still holding strong. I think a lot of people thought...
You look like you're getting ready to bite into a huge ass.
I will do anything.
I'm going to bite into this big old fat ass, and I'm going to like it.
A Klondike bar.
I'm going to eat some ass.
I love Klondike bars. I love them. But no.
I once caught a fish this big.
But if Tenet's holding strong, Warner Brothers and Christopher Nolan are holding strong with that July 17th date for Tenet. So if they're going to hold that date and they release Tenet on July 17th, and the same week, Disney feels strong enough that New Mutants is going to release in August. If that's the plan, then Blumhouse and Halloween has to feel confident that by October, they'll be able to release their film. So what I'm getting at is with all that news coming out this week, and then the news that they're going to do this live stream thing with Halloween this week, I think those two things could possibly, and I'm not saying for sure, but maybe tie together. Maybe they realized, okay, it's a go. They've got this trailer. They've mentioned several times the trailer looks good. They're excited to show it to people. They're just waiting to figure out what's going on. They weren't ready before, but Blum said soon, about a month back. So with the new news that came out, it's very possible to me that they decided to go ahead and make the executive decision that it seems like we're going to be good to go in October, barring a new wave, which we all don't know what's going to happen with. Barring a new wave, though, it's very possible to me that Blumhouse decided shit's coming out in October. Let's release the fucking trailer on Saturday! Yeah! That's what I want to happen.
I don't know. I think what I read was that that Tenet's going to be the litmus test for a lot of these movies coming out. Like August is a placeholder, sure, for New Mutants, and I'm hopeful that October is still going to be the date to remember for Halloween. But I think that the studios are saying, New Mutants should come out in August, but they're going to wait and see if Tenet does anything in July. Because that's the big, giant fucking movie right there is Tenet. If that movie does well and there's enough people going to see it and it makes its money, then they're like, okay, now it's safe to open up those other movies like, Halloween and New Mutants, which are probably going to cost far less than what Tenet's cost. I mean, it's Christopher Nolan. That motherfucker walks out with a gold cock ring. Like, he has to have expensive movies. It looks good. I'm just saying he's always making very expensive, dark-ass movies. So the litmus test being, if Tenet does really well in July, I think you're going to see a lot of the other movies follow suit. If it doesn't do well, though, I think you're going to see a lot of movies maybe pull back and be like, you know what? I don't think it's safe for us to open up a movie where it's not going to make any money. New Mutants, I know that was rumored that New Mutants at one point, because they were going to release Mulan and the other Disney movie, I don't remember, Mulan and Black Widow, I think. And those were all pushed back, obviously. But then nothing had been said about New Mutants. And then they were like, well, New Mutants is going to go straight to streaming. So they thought it was going to go to Disney Plus or something else.
But it's not.
And that's what they thought was going to happen. But then they said, okay, well, now we're going to release it in August, which I think it's I think, I'm not saying that they won't, but it feels like it's a placeholder right now until they find out. Because Mulan actually releases in July.
Yeah.
Mulan's coming out in July, and then Tenet comes out. But it's going to be, what's interesting about this, though, is not just the fact that it is obviously a good indicator that if, Tenet does well, then obviously October, Halloween will come out. But what's crazy is that New Mutants could wind up being a giant summer hit. If Tenet does really well, New Mutants, which they probably thought was going to be like a fart in the night and not really do anything, it would do well, but not as good of it might do now because there's nothing really competing with it.
Well, I think, dude.
So I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
I actually think that Disney is throwing out New Mutants as a sacrificial lamb. I think that Disney's throwing out New Mutants to go, we don't really like this title. We don't really care about this title. But we have this movie ready to go. Hot in the box. Skin that smoke wagon. Light it up, Dan. They have it ready to go. They don't really care. It's not their project. They inherited it from someone else. So if you're going to put out a sacrificial lamb, why don't you make it the New Mutants? So they're using it for that. But in regards to the trailer, though, what I'm thinking is if Blumhouse thinks, and Blumhouse and Universal think that there's a chance Halloween's still going to release in October, then you would think that the news, they have to decide very early whether or not to release the trailer or not. If they don't think there's going to be a chance it's going to release in October, they're going to hold on to that trailer close to the chest, Bruce Wayne. They're going to hold on to that trailer. But now that the news has come out that Tenet is holding strong, and now on August, New Mutants is going to come out as well, to me, they're thinking, okay, it's possible that they're thinking the chances are, because again, they've got the trailer ready to go. They've got it ready to go. They're just waiting to figure out if they're going to be able to show the movie in October or not, which would bode on whether or not they release it. I think that if you're a gambling man and you work for Blumhouse and you say, okay, Tenet's going to release in July, barring a second wave, which no one can predict. Obviously, if you've watched the news, no one can predict whether or not a second wave will happen.
Not unless you're Nostradamus.
Yeah. No one can predict. To me, I think that the powers that be at Blumhouse Universal may have looked at that and said, all right, we're going to hedge our bets. Maybe there's a second wave. Maybe the movie can't come out in October. But so far, if a Christopher Nolan movie is going to release in July, and to me, it doesn't really even matter how well it does, dude, because they're going to be the only movie. They're going to be the only fucking movie. They're going to have all those screens to themselves. And they're going to have all these people ready to get out of the house, ready to start fucking life again. Whether you decide to stay at home or not, there's going to be a group of people. And they're going to have no competition. None.
That's the thing, though. That's the thing. How many people are actually going to be wanting to go? Like, that's why Tenet is going to be a good indicator. If
Right.
there's a lot of people that show up at the theater for a giant movie like that, then that's a good indication that yes, October will be a good date solidly for people to go see Halloween. I mean, if Halloween comes out in October, I want to go see it. Yeah, but I like it's going to be really for them. It's going to be something that they have to look and see what Tenet does first. I think that's what they're waiting on. I think a lot
Yeah.
of these studios are waiting on that.
Yeah.
And once that's decided, like I think it's like we could revisit that combo in the end of July, and we'll see how well Tenet did,
Right.
with the turnout. Because I actually am interested. Because I'm not really worried about Mulan, because Mulan's Mulan, but Tenet's a huge fucking movie,
Yeah.
and that's really gonna be indicator.
And that's the thing. I don't think we're even asking the question right now because
If I
there's
say indicator one more time, I'm gonna get an in dick in my mouth. I've said it 5 times. There will not be a
Junks and what's your function? But I don't think it's even. I don't think the question right now is will Halloween Kills air in October. I think the question right now is does Blumhouse feel confident enough that it's going to air in October, that they're going to release the trailer this weekend. And to me, you got it? Yeah. To
There you
me,
go.
all right, I'll wait for you to fix it because I can hear myself.
It's good.
Okay. To me, the news that's come out this week, and then the fact that they're going to do this live stream this weekend tells me that, I mean, and I don't fucking know ass from Adam. I have no idea. But it tells me that there's at least, in my mind, a 20% more chance that we're going to get a trailer on Saturday than there was before. And that excites me in the pantaloons. I'm jacked to the tits!
I hope so, man.
I hope so.
I can't wait.
Yeah, so what do you guys...
It makes you really excited. You want to blow cocaine up your butthole. But
I do!
Here's the thing. I think the thing, again, the trailer, again, it's going to be, I don't know, man. It's risky for them because, and I'm only saying this, like, I feel like I'm that fucking, like, that guy that comes down drunkenly from the steps and be like, there's no Santa Claus, you little bastards. Your mother bought all of it. Like at Christmas. I feel like I'm being an asshole yelling at people. But the thing is that on Saturday, while it's cool that they're doing that stream and they're doing that live watch along with Halloween 2018.
Yeah.
I think it's just really, it's too early for them because they're not sure whether or not October is still a good solid date as far as the release theatrical for Halloween. And again, we went through this before. If you pump up people too much and you're like, hey, we can't release it in October now, people are going to be like, what the fuck? What is going on? I thought I was getting a D plus and now I got an F on my exam.
Two things with that, though. Two things with that. Ryan Turek came out in a tweet, and I won't paraphrase it because I don't know exactly what it said at this point, but he came out in a tweet at some point and said to someone, just because we released the trailer in June last time doesn't mean that we're gonna release the trailer in June this time. A lot of people were just banking on that. Like, it came out in June last time, but you gotta remember, with the last time, there was reshoots, there was all this shit that delayed the movie, the test screenings and all that shit like that. So there's a reason. I feel like if there wasn't for the test screenings and the reshoots, and all that shit, the trailer would have came out well before June. I feel like before June was the ultimate time. And Ryan Turek said it himself, like, people banking on June, like, just because we did it in June last time doesn't mean we're going to do it in June this time. And what I'm thinking is, if you're going to release the movie, you have to release the trailer several months beforehand to get stuff, especially in this time now where nobody knows if anything's actually going to happen or not. We're in a time where nobody knows if anything's going to fucking happen or not. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to fucking Kroger to get fucking lettuce tomorrow, but...
I hear they got a sale going on. You should get out there.
Wonderful sales. The
it's
best.
so good.
We have the best sales.
Toss your salad.
Toss your salads. We toss salad better than any other country in the world.
Nobody else does it better.
Look, and nobody knows what's going to happen, but to me, if you think your movie's going to come out, you got to release a trailer for it, and we're weeks away from June, which to me was the latest date to release a Halloween trailer.
That's what I think, man. I think that while, I have every hope that on Saturday we'll get a big treat under the Christmas tree with a Halloween trailer. Yeah. I think it's more likely that we're not going to see a trailer for it probably for a few more months, man, honestly. And I'm also thinking that the retweaking that they're talking about, maybe, and that could even extend to the trailer. They could maybe be tweaking the trailer to make it even so maybe even better. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're really like, you're talking about hedging bets. I think that that's what they're doing with the trailer. They're making sure that bet is something they can roll with. Like, they don't want to fucking toss it out too early and be like, fuck.
Two theories, though. Two theories I have is, one is, if they're
you
not
only
gonna
have one, you can't double stamp a triple stamp. You can't double stamp a triple stamp.
It's a cardigan. Thanks for noticing. It's a pullover. But no, seriously, think about it though. all like everybody keep tweeting about this. Nick Castle, Ryan Turek, Jason Blum, and again, I'm not saying there's going to be a trailer on Saturday.
Yeah.
My cockles are of such deep hopes that sometimes I get lost in the woods. But I will say this: no one's denied it yet, and it would be so easy, and they have denied it several times. They've come out and just been like, "No, there's not going to be a trailer this week." No, there's not going to be a trailer. No, we're not ready. No one's denied it yet. And to me, it's just all I'm saying is, to me, the chances of us getting a trailer this week was probably 25%. All right,
that's pretty high though.
With the new news that's come out of what's going on and this stuff happening on Saturday, I'd say that my hopes have gone up 15%. I think there's a 40% chance that we get a trailer on Saturday, and that's
holy shit, dude.
That's still unlikely.
I know, but
that's still unlikely. But there's a 40% chance.
But if you're a meteorologist, you're like, there's a 20% chance this tornado will hit your house. Oh, no, there's a 45% chance, bitch. Get out the house.
It's still under the average, bitch. It's still under the average. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still don't necessarily think it's going to happen, but I think it's not going to happen on a high percentage. I think there's a chance. I think we got a chance. The Terrible Drummer, thanks, man. He says, just want to let you guys know, I already fucking read that. I'm a piece of shit. And I can't read. Jimmy Freckles, thanks, man. He says, shout out Wildcats early 90s. Sup, fuckers, one love.
Oh, yeah, dude. Early 90s, man. That was the fucking shit right there. Like, our favorite team is the 96 Cats.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. That shit was gold.
But that's not really early. That was mid-90s, but early 90s was great, too. Rodney Dent and Jamal Mashburn. Get over here.
Yeah, nice,
get over here.
Them nice jerseys, too, man.
Let me kiss you.
Let me grab some super chats here before we move forward. Dantastic, thank you, man. Says Sid will be the first kill for shock factor in the new movie, later revealed alive, and as the new killer went crazy from everyone else trying to kill her, had fake death to be confirmed. Randy is the second killer. This is moving on to the Scream news, which we'll get into, but I think what Dan's trying to say is that Sydney is going to be the first death of the film, the Drew Barrymore shocker of Scream 5. But then will be revealed in the end to be the new killer, which is super interesting. And Randy is the second killer. That's a whole lot of fucking suspicion you're throwing at us.
I was going to say one more thing about you know how you were saying, like, they haven't denied it on Twitter or anything like that. Like, it's not coming. It always feels like when you ask your mom if your best friend can stay over, and like all week, you're like, can he stay over on Saturday? And you ask her every day after school, is he I'll think about it.
We'll see, honey.
We'll see. And you're like, oh fuck. Like, that's never good. And you keep asking, and they're like, I'm not talking about it with you anymore. I'm not. No. Like, no.
Do you remember that we used to get my mom to call your mom?
Yeah, dude. Because Mike and I, like, if I wanted Mike to stay over with me, I'd be like, all right, well, I'll can you ask your mom? It's like, no, dude, because I stayed last weekend. She'll not let me. Get your mom to do it. She likes her.
Yeah.
So I would have to go in and beg my mom to call your mom to fucking like.
No,
like,
I would have to call. Me and Cody would be always begging my mom to call your mom to ask if Cody could stay over. And then she'd be on the phone and she'd be like, yeah, she said yes. So we'd be like, fuck yeah. We'd be more excited for that than we were the Halloween Kills trailer. But Checkers and Wreckers Racing, that's a wonderful name, by the way. Fucking excellent. You should start a full-on business with that shit. It says, so ready for Halloween Kills. So
I think everybody is, man. I think everybody is. All I want to see is some sliced up pumpkins and dead teenagers without going to jail.
Just have some fun. Until the sun comes up over Santa Monica Boulevard.
Letting it burn down to his thick fingers while he blows and curses it out.
I feel like Thick Fingers should be the hook, though. Thick Fingers.
That should be the name of the song.
Mm-hmm. Thick Fingers in my bosom. People
be like, oh, is that porn? Thick Fingers.
Tennessee made 731. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. It says, love you guys, man. Y'all keep things all right during this crap going on. Please keep it up, man. You guys, trust me. The ability to do this, the ability to hang out with you guys several times a week, and to continue doing what we love doing, you guys are the ones that we should be thanking, not the other way around. So thank you guys for giving a fuck about what we have to say.
I think about them every night when I tuck myself in.
New York, LA, Tokyo, Japan. I party every night.
All the time, deep into it.
A Shadows, or as I like to call her, Kibbles and Bits, says, my nephew came in when Jay yelled, Santa isn't real, and now he's mad. You got some splaining to do.
Yeah, well, it's not up to me. He's he's kind of one of those guys that come in and help every once in a while your parents. I don't know. He's not fake. I don't know.
At least he didn't have that Christmas Evil introduction to Santa Claus where he's going down on his mom. You remember that shit?
Oh, dude, that was so fucking gnarly.
Yeah.
I was like, you ate out fucking Santa ate out my mom. What a Christmas present for her.
I see it's Daryl Faville.
Oh God. Oh, somebody asked. I'm sorry. What? I was gonna pull this up real quick. That's what she said.
Damn you, Scuba Steve.
I think it was Sinister Slasher. I think that's right. He asked, do you guys think that there will be a flashback scene with Loomis in the new Halloween? I really don't. I don't think it's going to happen. I really wish it would. No, actually, I don't. Because, I mean, Donald Pleasance was such a phenomenal actor. I mean, and Malcolm McDowell will always and forever smell like fake cologne that you buy, that your girlfriend buys you. Instead of it saying boss, it says Hoss on it. It's just awful. I don't know. He was good in the first one, but I don't think that you should be able to. You can move on the story without Dr. Loomis, and that's hard. They already had a kind of a flashback thing already going on in the first one with the audio tapes, and that guy did phenomenal. That guy that they got to do the voice for Loomis was incredible. I actually thought it was Donald Pleasance when I first saw the movie, but they did an incredible job. So unfortunately, I don't think they're going to have any Dr. Loomis. It
needs to die.
I don't think they're going to have any. Yeah, that just sounds like a constipated turd coming out hardcore. Goddamn enchiladas! But yeah,
that's when you're having sex and you come, but she wants you to keep going. You're like, it needs to die.
That's when you're flying with a broken joystick. Take it home, Sally. But yeah, I unfortunately I don't think that's going to happen. But you know, we could be shocked, we could be surprised. I think that in Halloween Kills, you're going to have a lot of cool stuff going on. But I think more likely what they would do is I think they do it in Halloween Ends. Like, I think that would be more of a chance to throw in Dr. Loomis or throw in something to do with Dr. Loomis in Halloween Ends than in Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
Because it's the last of the trilogy.
I just don't think it's necessary. I think that there's enough nostalgia to pull from. I think using his voice is enough. I don't think there's a reason to go back to Dr. Loomis in the well at this point. If they go with because the original idea with Halloween was that they had an actual Loomis-ish scene where they were going to recreate some stuff, and they went against it originally. And I think it would be a really risky decision to go for it now. I don't see it happening, but anything's possible. Todd Fayer, thank you for the super chat, Todd. But he says, why did Halloween 2018 suck? And Todd, I got to tell you something. I appreciate the $2, man. But it didn't fucking suck. And listen,
he's like fucking Jake the Snake ruining the Royal Rumble.
Look, however you feel about, and you can think it sucks. If you think it sucks, that's fine. I have this to say, and I'm going to be real brief. If Halloween 2018 had the pillars of a fucking, I know you say, it had the pillars of a fantastic fucking movie. You might not like peanut butter on your penis. You might not like this or that about the movie, but the fact of the matter is that the fucking mask was on point. Number one, something you don't get with half the fucking sequels. They crushed the mask. They crushed the kills. They made him fucking scary. They had cool scenes. He was taken seriously. There was no dumb shit like a Man in Black. Like, it fucking had the best parts of a Halloween movie that you could ever hope to have in a Halloween movie. And I just feel like we're fucking spoiled. And that's why people didn't like it. But that's just me.
I just love the fact that that fucker put a super chat down just so he could get it read. That's some bullshit, dude. That's like running out on Lambo and like shaking your wiener at the camera going, woo! Or at fucking Teen Wolf. Remember the Teen Wolf with the guy that pulled his dick out at the very end when they're all celebrating? He pulled his dick out and he was like, that's some clap level shit. Yes. And also it feels like Reagan in The Exorcist when you're all having a party and everybody's celebratory and she walks down and pisses all over the carpet. You're like, God damn.
Shake your ass. Wash yourself. Shake your ass. Show me what you're working with.
I don't think it sucked. I thought it was a fucking amazing movie, but you know, people are entitled to their opinions.
Dude, imagine if that mask sucks shit, or if they did some dumb shit like Rob Zombie did and just like shit on a bunch of your favorite characters. That would have sucked. Yeah. Halloween 2018 may not have been perfect for what you wanted in your head, but it didn't fucking suck, in my opinion. But respect
either way,
yours.
I mean, I appreciate the super chat though.
Thanks, bro.
That's a balls, dude.
He's gonna refund that shit now.
That's like walking in on the fucking drug deal, like, I'll take it all. I'll take it all.
Simone Morris, I love you, Simone. You're fucking amazing. You're a goddamn amazing person. She says, hey guys, love this news. Can you give Valentine's Day shout out to my husband, Tim? I don't know if you know this, Simone, But Valentine's Day is not till February. But we'll still do it. We'll still do it. Happy birthday, Tim. I think she meant to say birthday.
You remind me of that little girl on that Vine. When she's like, say Merry Christmas. She's like, Happy birthday. Yeah, Happy Valentine's Day, Tim.
Shout out to
make
Tim.
It sweet and make it sexual.
Either fucking way. Tim is a badass dude, and Simone is a badass person. And respect to both of you all. I hope you have a long, loving marriage, and be good to each other because we love you, goddammit.
Hey, and you know what? Only cheat when you can get away with it. No, don't do that.
Shannon Wolf said language.
Oh,
This is America's ass.
It's called English. That's all I know. Parlez-vous français? That's all I can say.
That reminds me of Adventures 2 when he beats up that guy in that bar. He was like, it was a great party. He's like, no, it wasn't. All right,
Dude,
stop saying
I remember that
now.
scene, dude, because we wouldn't see that in the theaters, and we were the only ones like laughing like fucking hyenas, and everybody else was like, and Mike and I were like fucking dying.
Thank you, A5R1. We will keep up the work. We'll do our goddamn best. Jay, do you want to take turns taking a pee break before we get into Scream news?
Yeah, man. I'll go ahead and take a Drain the Lizard.
Go ahead and take you a pee-pee.
I take it.
Hey, let me do the Red Dead Redemption voice. Now you go ahead and you take you a pee-pee.
Hey, dude.
When you get back, this camp's gonna need some tending.
It's gonna need what?
I'm gonna find Arthur and I'm gonna tell him this camp needs some tending. My horse fucking broke his leg.
I ain't found fucking Arthur since he fucking owed me $5.
I ain't no Driscoll. You
I gotta
look
play
like
that
one.
game.
It's amazing.
Dude, like I got through the first fucking scene when he was on the horse, and then I was like, I'm bored.
It's fucking amazing.
I
dude.
love the game, but I had something else to do.
You gotta ride that horse fucking everywhere.
I had to go breathe air.
Why,
All right, I'll be back.
Yeah. Why do I have fucking Lee McCoy drum's hair going right now? Hey, I'm Lee McCoy. Welcome to the Drum's channel. I discovered pomade. I found it in the woods. My name's Arthur. Thank you, Blake Keys. Really appreciate that, man. Brandon Barry. Where'd it go? How about them 97 Arizona Wildcats? Fuck you and fuck Mike Bibby. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. That ruined a young middle schooler me's night. That fucking game. Mike Bibby's still a dick. And of course he played with shitty ass LeBron. Y'all been watching The Last Dance? That shit's good. By the way, make sure you subscribe to the Wham Sports podcast. Join the Halloween 4 militia. We'll be hunting people, Michael Myers or not, shooting them behind bushes. Never know what's going to happen. Our bars have pickle decks. Ain't no way a phone just ring at a fucking... ain't no way a phone just ring at a police station. No how, no way. Start the militia. Social distancing. Todd Fair, let's go to Red Lobster. I think Halloween 5 plus 6 Halloween Resurrection movies... Halloween 5 plus 6 Halloween Resurrection movies are better than one Halloween 2018, only one good scene in Halloween 2018. Todd, I appreciate the super chat, man. I disagree with you. Michael getting his mask for the first time, seeing Michael in the mental institution chained up, watching Michael stomp that fucker Sartain's head, watching Michael pop out of that closet, having characters that you care about in the film, taking Michael seriously, that awesome scene where Michael gets hit by a car, the ending of the movie. I think there were so many good scenes in that movie, but I respect your opinion, bro. Watching Michael's fingers get blown off, having Michael be taken seriously. So many sequels fucked that part of Michael up. The mask, the special effects, the way he moved, James Jude Courtney. Just look back to H2O when he gets kneed in the nuts and it goes cross-eyed and it's like a fucking CGI mask. I think people forget to really appreciate what Halloween 2018 got right, that so many of the sequels before it got wrong. But I still appreciate you, Todd. Thank you, sir. And let's see here. Ron Gillen, thanks, man. He says they had a deleted scene in 4 talking about Neil Prescott's funeral, Scream 4. Maybe it was deleted to keep him for a possible killer. Possibly. They tried that route in Scream, which I like to call Sidney Prescott's dad, Denim Dan. But yeah, you never know, man. You never know. Caviter Terror, thank you. Says, real talk. Keep the Scream sequels or no? Should the new Scream be a sequel to the original and erase 2, 3, and 4, or be a sequel to 1 and 4, only erasing 2 and 3? I see what you're going with there. I don't think Scream is really long in the tooth enough to really dismay its sequels. And plus the fact that they're really trying to respect Wes Craven and what he did, I think there's a high chance that this is the one franchise they're not going to fuck with those sequels to. Because it's the one franchise that up to this point, Wes Craven's been the leader on all of them. I don't think they're going to dismay any Wes Craven sequels, for sure.
Yeah, and Janet Jackson and Michael Jackson were incredible in that song. They were incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Forgot
fucking...
about nothing.
You dirty...
Forgot about it.
Let's get through these super chats, then I'm going to take my break real quick. Melissa Petrina, thank you. She says, miss your episodes, but live streams have been amazing. What are you guys drinking? Assuming Michelob Ultra for Jay.
You assume correct.
Confirmed.
Correct.
And have y'all bought hipster craft beer? No. I'm actually, let me tell you guys what my quarantine alcoholism has leveled to. It's
methamphetamines.
Methamphetamine. And,
it's almost there.
No, it's several Mountain Dew Zeros and vodka delicacies, and then Coors Light after that. You know, craft beer is really nice when you're going to bars and you can have it in a nice frothy fucking cup. But when you're drinking at home and you got to drink for longevity, I'm the Coors Light vodka Mountain Dew route. I know that's not fancy, but it's just who I am. Tennessee Mate 731, thank you, sir. Says, can you guys say hi to my fiance TJ in Jackson, Tennessee?
Tennessee.
Hi, TJ!
Hi, TJ in Jackson.
I'm going to Jackson.
Jackson.
Going to mess around.
See, I don't know the rest of that fucking song. I wish I did.
I'm going to Jackson.
That's all I know. I tried to do that
Look
song
out.
with this weird guy at a karaoke bar, and I didn't know the words.
Jackson.
And I was like, I just know I'm going to Jackson. He was like, I was like, I don't know. And then he did the girl part. He was like, just to mess around. I was like, so I was like, I'm going to Jackson.
I tried to get Katie to watch that movie the other day. She didn't want to.
Oh, dude, Walk the Line is fucking the shit, dude. That's fucking great.
Is badass. I promise, guys, we're going to get to the Scream news very, very soon. Dantastic, and thank you, by the way, Tennessee Made 731. And congratulations to you and your fiance. I hope you guys have a long and lovesome marriage. Congratulations to you and TJ. Dantastic, thank you, sir. Says, the guys who said Halloween 2018 sucks. Sucks.
I thought somebody was coming. I thought the cops were breaking down your fucking door. I'm getting swatted, bro.
You know, it's okay, man. We all have our feelings about stuff, but we appreciate it. Let me. All right, Gary Craig Jr. You got 2 first names, bro. It's fucking Craig. Google it's fucking Craig. It's hilarious, by the way. Tweet Hayden and tell her she has to come back as Kirby in Scream 5. I gotta rewatch Scream 4 if I'm gonna be honest with you. I've seen it several times. I just get fucking confused. But she married the Klitschko brother, by the way. Weird. She's so tiny.
She married a what? She married a what brother?
She married one of the Klitschko brothers, dude. Hayden Panettiere.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're divorced.
She's so little and he's so big.
She married. I think it was Vladimir. I think she divorced him.
I would too. Imagine
that big old cock fucking was like a goddamn train track.
Even slightly in
when he walked
proportion.
He's over his shoulder. He'd be like, "Are you ready? I'm gonna knock those shit out."
Fire hose.
That motherfucker had its own zip code on the tip.
Lord. Shannon M, thank you very much, says, good day, guys. Great to see you pumping out great content during these shit situations. I watched Sleepaway Camp first time the other day. What an ending. Yeah, you know, anytime a movie...
That kind of was fucking freaky.
Anytime the movie ends with a tiny penis in a big bush and people are excited about it, they've done something right.
Yeah, you know what? I can attest to my own sex life. I can attest to my own sex life. A tiny wiener in a big bush. Hey!
Dirty D, thanks Diana. She says, I almost like 2018 better than the original. Oh, shit.
Woo, that's some fighting words.
Yeah.
You're going to have to prove yourself against Jack Dempsey.
But I like the variance. You know, you got one extreme and the other extreme. I'm in the middle, but I like the extremes.
Yeah. Preston Parsons says, "Hey guys, love the channel. Did you hear Matthew Lillard wants to return to Scream 5? What? Yeah,
I
yeah,
fucking
we did. Yeah, we did.
God
Yeah,
damn it! God damn it!
I think he got access to our cards.
Listen,
Our
I fucking
teleprompter.
dude, I fucking wrote an article about that like yesterday, and then like a whole article about how Matthew Lillard said he was going to return to Scream. Thanks to somebody tipping me off to it, and then like the next day, I shared it on all the social medias. I wrote an article, all the information, spread it out. And then today I wake up and everybody's like, "Did you hear about fucking Matthew Lillard?" And I'm like, "I fucking wrote about it. God damn it! Read it." But no, I get it. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. It's very, very exciting. It's very, and thank you. Mercurio80 says, "I'm not wearing any pants. Congratulations. Hail to thee. Hail to thee. Hail to thee. You shouldn't
Good
wear
for
pants.
you. Let it fly free.
It's a great
Whatever.
place.
God created you that way. Let it fly out.
It's
Whatever.
a great place to not wear pants.
Just
Pants
walk around with that
wounds.
thing. Make
All
it a
right.
helicopter. Have fun with
I gotta pee.
Bah.
Well,
Go put it in the toilet. Go put it in the toilet.
bye.
That urine in the toilet.
I'll be right back. When I'm back, we'll talk about Scream.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I guess I'll sit here in awkward silence and just stare at the camera. You guys ever seen Scanners? Anyway, no. By the way, I think I've been on a kick of like a mafia style like show for a while. I just started watching Boardwalk Empire. I don't know if you guys have seen that shit, but Steve Buscemi is fucking incredible. Like season 1, it takes a little time to get going, but by episode 6, that shit is fucking on fire. It's some good shit. I mean, woo! I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm having a good time. It's gross. It's disgusting, but it's got like like good political intrigue. It's got the mafia style stuff that I want, and at the same time, you're getting like introduced to like cool ass like historical figures like Al Capone, Lucky Luciano. I mean, fuck, it's good. And then in season 2, I'm in season 2 right now. Holy shit balls. It is like there's a scalping scene. I didn't think they were gonna go that far. I didn't see it coming. Wowzer. No, Shannon, it's called English. Thank you so much, Eobord Thon. That's Reverse Flash, right? Eobord. You guys prefer Halloween 6 theatrical or producer's cut? Also, can you say hi to Amy? I'll make sure that Mike says hi to Amy. Hi, Amy. I think, yeah, overall, like I love the theatrical version better than the producer's cut. Like I understand what they were going for, but the fact that Michael has sex with his fucking niece and then like I don't know a roll of the dice from Dungeons and Dragons, I rolled a natural 20, can stop him. I don't like that shit. I mean, take your crystal balls and put them up your butt. I don't like that. But Patty, hey guys, thanks for making me laugh tonight. You're very welcome and thank you so much. Sup, Brent? Brent Appleton says sup. Shannon, why doesn't Mike speak in Halloween? I don't know. I mean, because he doesn't have a mask on. Cream of some young guy. Jay, he says, Yo, Jay Sizzle, what do you do, boy? What it do? What it do? What it happen? What it is? I mean, it's life, dog. I'm living it up. I'm doing my best. I'm snaking through what we call economy nowadays and try to live it. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Furball. Hello. I'm not going to read the ones with, if you're asking for both of us. So, Jonathan Nichols, Jay, take that damn thing off. What damn thing? No, Jones, I would steal his chair, but I can't reach through the fucking monitor. I wish I could. Oh, Giovanni, Jay, do your Michael Myers is dead. Michael Myers is dead. He's dead, Mom. He's dead. Michael Myers is dead. Stephanie Kyle, she's awesome. Jay, there's going to be parts in Boardwalk that's going to piss you off, but just stick with it till the end. It's worth it. Yeah, I'm totally going to. Like, I didn't think I was going to get into it at all because, like, I like mafia movies. You know, I loved Godfather. And I know that that took place in the 30s and 40s and things like that, but I didn't really know how I was going to get into Boardwalk Empire, especially with the casting, which isn't terrible, but it really took me a bit to get behind Steve Buscemi as the lead. And that the fact that it takes place in 1920 during the Prohibition era. But after watching it and getting through it, and like, the first season anyway, and like finding it, having the story set, man, it's fucking really good. My brother introduced me to the show, and he was like, dude, you got to watch this. He actually put it above The Sopranos. I still, at this point, think that The Sopranos is way better, but it's still fucking awesome. Andrew Contreras. Jay, spit some rhymes for us. Okay. All right. Okay, you guys ready? I wrote this song last night. My music keeps me so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord, thank you for blessing me with a rhyme to mine and 2 high feet. It feels good when you know you're down. Super up homeboy from the hometown, and I'm known and such, and this is the beat they can't touch. See, I'm listening. I told you, homeboy, you can't touch this. This is how we living, and you can't touch it. Fresh new kicks and dance. You gotta like that now. You know where to dance. So move out of your seat and get a fly girl and catch this beat while it's rolling. Hold up, pump up a little bit and pump a little bit and know what's going on like that, like that. That's the best. Yeah, that's the best I can do. You know what's crazy? I did that shit one time at karaoke and I fucking didn't know that there were goddamn like extra like lyrics going on. I just stood there like, you can't touch this. It was fucking awful. It was the worst thing ever.
You talking about that karaoke experience where we got booed?
No, that was the Bohemian Rhapsody. No, we might have got booed then. I'm talking about the one that I did when I thought I was confident going up and doing "You Can't Touch This," and like I could get through the two verses parts, yeah. And then there was an extra third that came. I don't know what to do because I didn't know those words. So I just wanted to walk off stage.
All right, stop me if you've already answered some of these super chats. But the Jesse Kid Entertainment says, "Scream in the style of a new Nightmare cast, stalked by a copycat." Wait, okay, let me. Scream in the style of a new Nightmare cast, stalked by a copycat, breaking fourth walls and paying homage to Craven all the way through. How do you feel about that?
I'll be all right. I'll be all right with that.
It's not the worst, and it wouldn't be that surprising if they did it. Thank you, man. And we're going to get really deep into the Scream news here in just a second. Preston Parsons, thank you, sir. He says, hey, guys, love the channel. Did you hear Matthew Lillard wants to return for Scream 5?
Yeah, we might as well just... Okay, well, hey, let's shock and maze you. Let's just shock and rock it.
Yes, Preston.
Yeah, Matthew Lillard said he wants to come back.
Preston, please follow us on Twitter and Facebook. I wrote an article about that yesterday before any of the major news articles picked it up. Earburn Thawne, thank you, by the way. Really appreciate it. Earburn Thawne says, you guys prefer Halloween 6 theatrical or producer's cut?
Well, I told him what I thought, but yeah.
Okay. Honestly,
you can put yours.
I just think that they both have the things that stand out about them. I like the producer's cut for its lore and the crazy things they did, and the theatrical cut's better though because it's more entertaining. That's just my opinion on it.
Yeah.
But and we are going to talk about the Matthew Lillard thing. I'm just fucking with you, man. Patty, thank you. Says, hey guys, thanks for making me laugh tonight. Thank you for fucking hanging out with us tonight.
Show.
Dude, like, you guys fucking hanging out here tonight, and I'll be brief, but you guys hanging out with us tonight and all these weeks that we do this, man, we're really fucking lucky that anybody gives a shit about our opinion and anybody wants to watch us. And thank you for everybody that's here tonight and taking your time with us tonight. You guys have made this coronavirus time so fucking much easier than it ever needed to be, and we're really thankful for everyone that's listening right now. So thank you guys. All right, and I think that is... got a couple more. Todd Fair. Who is better looking, Brad Pitt or Michael Jackson? I'm a Brad Pitt guy myself. How do you feel, Jay?
Brad Pitt is a sexual beast that there is no equal to in most respects. Like, that guy doesn't age. He's a vampire. He's an Adonis. And he's actually, based on certain... I know they did studies. Like, he's got the perfect symmetrical face.
Yeah, I want to
that you just don't get. But yeah. Michael Jackson, back in the day... before he got bleached in the sun, he wasn't a bad looking guy. Like, he was a pretty good looking guy. Like, I would still give it to Brad Pitt by the edge.
Yeah, I give it to Brad Pitt myself as well. Ron, thank you. Ron Gillen says, Jay, hope life is going great. Fuck me, I guess. Do you think Michael will get us?
Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you.
Do you think Michael will get a Subway sandwich in Halloween Kills?
If they threw a Subway sandwich in there for no reason, just to throw it in, like that'd be funny as fuck.
Like
if
a
he
banh
walked
mi?
by one, and yeah, he thought if you could go inside his brain, be like Subway sandwich was on the man, but me did not get the Subway sandwich. Me wanted to kill, not eat Subway sandwich for later.
By the way, 470 people here right now. Thank you all for fucking hanging out with us at this moment. And now we begin the Scream news. Thor is here to blessing you. Come here. Come here. Hello. Say hello. Hello. I got some tongue on that one.
Oh yeah, and he had just
Okay.
licked his nads.
That's the energy I need.
You got that taint juice.
That's the energy I need.
that tape.
All right, Scream news. If you guys don't know, Neve Campbell released the Kraken when she said that she has been contacted and she is in talks to be in Scream. For the most part, we all know that. What's really interesting about it is that Matthew Lillard was interviewed by 2fab.com, and there's a whole article about this on WeWatchedTheMovie.com if anybody wants to fucking check it out, where he said... where Matthew Lillard was like, absolutely, I would love to. I would love to come back for Scream if it was a possibility. Who doesn't want to pick up on a role that they played when they were younger as an older person and play it again? And he said, I can't imagine it happening. Now, what that would lead you to believe is that Matthew Lillard has not been contacted and henceforth would not be in the film. But what you have to remember is if Matthew Lillard is going to come back from Scream, and we'll talk about how that's possible in a second. But if Matthew Lillard was going to come back, if he's in talks to come back as well in Scream 5, maybe he already signed on the dotted line. If it's the twist of the movie, there's no way in fuck he would come out now and say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be back in the movie."
Yeah. I feel like it's almost impossible, man. Like, I mean, it's not impossible. Yeah, you could play around with it. I just think, like he's saying, it's almost like a Danielle Harris story. Like, yeah, he would love to come back and he would love to be a part of it. And, like, definitely, I would love to see Matthew Lillard's awesome. Like, he's a fucking cool guy. He's a good actor. And it would be cool to see him back in the Scream franchise. But at this point, really, there's no point. And at this point, also, it would be really a giant stretch of the Bubba Yumma good gum that you get, the Hubba Bubba, the Bubba Yumma Hubba Bubba. Like, yeah, you could do flashback sequences, which I know they talked about in the article, and that's what he was mentioning. But the fact that they would even say that he survived. All right, guys, you got to remember this. He was stabbed by fucking Billy Loomis. He was bleeding the fuck out. He was stabbed deep too. He's
coming a little deep here.
Coming deep here, bro. Yeah, he did that. And then, okay, a TV, and some of you guys are younger. This came out, what was the year, 96, 97?
Yeah, 96.
Yeah, somewhere in the mid-90s. They were still using cathode ray TVs or cathode ray tube TVs. These are giant fucking things that, on average, could weigh anywhere from 65 pounds to 100 pounds. That motherfucker wasn't just bleeding out like a stuck pig. This thing fell on his face, almost probably weighing about 60-something pounds, and he jacked around like James Brown on the floor with electric currents coming up his butthole.
Jesus, Billy.
And then they had to play out the whole end sequence. That guy either bled to death, was electrocuted, and if he was done, he would come out looking like Simple Jack and talking like Simple Jack. There's zero fucking way, or Jigsaw, if he fucking did that.
I love your butt and the way it smells, but I totally disagree with you, Jay.
I don't know, man.
Dude, look, I mean, they wanted to bring him back from Scream 2. They wanted to bring him back for Scream 3. The original idea for Scream 3, before Columbine happened, when Kevin Williamson was involved, for Scream 3, they wanted to bring him back, and what they wanted to have him do was be in jail, and to be causing all these killings from jail because he had a cult following. That idea later on, and we've done a video on this, I know you already know this, but later on, that idea ended up being the TV show The Following with Kevin Bacon, where the character was in jail, but he was creating all these killings with his cult from jail. The fact that they wanted to do this with Scream 2 for a little bit, and definitely wanted to do it with Scream 3, tells me that it's possible. And not just that, I know. He got stabbed a couple times, right? And then he got not just a TV, like it's not a flat screen. It's not a fucking Vizio.
But it was those big giant ones.
Right. But if you're talking about the fifth movie in the franchise, all right, and it's been all this time, the fact that these characters are still around and they're still being stalked by Ghostface, I don't think it's that big of a stretch that Matthew Lillard would come back and be the killer. And not only that, but it would be the biggest surprise you had. And not only that, but Neve Campbell, when she was being interviewed, said, originally I was trepidatious, and the director's radio silence sent me a message, sent me a letter saying how they really wanted to honor Wes. What way would be better to honor Wes Craven than to bring back one of his most famous creations in Matthew Lillard? I think it would be perfect, and I still think, even though Matthew Lillard says he can't imagine it happening, of course he's going to say that, because he can't give away the twist of the film. I think there's a good chance that Scream 5 ends up with Matthew Lillard as one of the killers. I really do.
And if that happens, that'd be cool. But like, I think it's also that Wes Craven ended the film with Billy Loomis and Stu being dead. That was his vision. Like, they died. I mean, and the
it's not his vision though, because he was going to do Scream 3, and then we're going to bring Stu back for that.
Matthew Lillard also said in that article that he also was aware that Neve Campbell was very protective over Wes Craven's vision and would never agree to anything unless it was something really special. I think like Matthew Lillard coming back would be awesome, and I think it'd be a really cool thing, and I think they can do that pretty easily. I mean, look at The Irishman. With the digital technology now to make people look a little younger, I think you'll make it in a flashback. I don't think he's going to be any kind of important role. I think it's going to be something that a medium flash, like he'll have a significant, somewhat part in it. But as far as him being the in-game result in Scream 5, I just don't see it happening. Especially if that theory that we heard earlier about Sidney being beaten to death in the very beginning of the movie, which I think is also a strong possibility. It kind of echoes Halloween 8 Resurrection when Jamie Lee Curtis was like, "I'm done with the series.
Yeah.
Just kill me the fuck off."
Yeah.
And like it kind of works that way too.
I think there's I think the theory that Neve Campbell gets killed off in the first scene is excellent. And I think when you look back at what she says about it, and the fact that she thinks that what they have in mind is a nice ode to Wes Craven, I think that Neve Campbell getting killed off in the first act would not be a surprise. But there is, and I got to give a shout out to Critical Overlord 3 on Twitter for this. But someone tweeted out the other day, and I can't remember the exacts on it, but someone tweeted out the other day, they were like, if Vin Diesel can survive all these Fast and the Furious movies, who's to say Neve Campbell can't survive Scream 5? Now, the important thing about what I just said was, who's to say Neve Campbell can't survive Scream 5? Because so many people are saying if Neve Campbell comes back, she has to die. That's right. That's a big thought among the crowd. But what I'm saying is that the director Radio Silence, Matthew Opalini, or however you say his name, liked that post specifically.
I like that.
He liked that post as if to say, I totally agree. Who's to say Neve Campbell can't survive Scream 5? So, and again, shout out to that dude, but I think, because I wouldn't have seen that otherwise, but I think that's him saying, yeah, I think, to me, that's enough of an inkling that Neve Campbell will survive Scream 5, so I don't think she'll get killed off in the first act, but it is a cool idea.
I think at this point, with Scream, the series, as far as theatrical series, I think you got to start moving other places. I think you got to go beyond Sidney Prescott and Dewey and all those fuckers. You've got to move past it. You've got to get into the 21st century. Maybe introduce a new cast, like some young up-and-comer actors. Those guys were young and up-and-coming actors back in the 90s.
75% did that in Scream 4, though.
Yeah, I mean, but that was a terribly written movie, in my opinion. I think it was just a bad movie. But either way, I think that you could do that if you got a good vision and you've got something moving forward with. Kind of like you got to say goodbye to the heroes of the old. And like bringing in Matthew Lillard, I think it'd be cool, like to make a full circle in Scream 5 if you have it in a flashback and he like added like an extra piece of lore to his backstory. But trying to say that he survived a big fucking TV smashing on his face like it owed him money, and then being electrocuted on top of that, because that bitch was still plugged in like a toaster oven, and then like fucking a fish out of water on the floor. Dude, like you take out the part where it's like supposed to be like just people like psychos in masks killing people based on because they're obsessed with horror movies. Then you're going into like almost you're flirting with supernatural shit, because like I'm not saying that you couldn't survive it, but dude, this thing is massive fucking TV. And like not just the head trauma alone, the fact that you were fucking stabbed a few scenes before that deep is also hard to fucking get around.
It would take some good writing. It would take some good writing. I won't say that. There has to be some piece of writing in there that kind of explains how he survives and how we haven't heard about him for 3 fucking movies.
Yeah, creatine.
Granted. But I'm telling you, if they can find a writing loophole, if they can write their way out of that scenario, to have imagine if they, because what you really want to do if you want to do a Scream movie is you want to throw people off their heels. You don't want to do another generic Scream movie. You want to surprise people. So imagine if the reveal for Scream 5 happens 25 minutes earlier in the film than you expect it to. 25 minutes earlier in this film than you expect it to. And then the reveal is fucking Stu. And he is the one that's doing it. I mean, and then they take that last bit of the movie to kind of explain it. And they have to do it in the right way. I'm not a fucking movie writer. But if they do it in the right way and they really explain it well and they give you a real reason to believe it, how shocking and fun would that be? And not only that,
it would be crazy.
Then you got a final 20 minutes of the film where you get to watch fucking Matthew Lillard go off as Stu and be full on fucking the character of Stu. You fucking give me the phone, dick! Like that crazy version.
I don't think he could talk anymore.
This many years later, and then you tie it in, and maybe he has some scars on his face. I don't know how exactly you do it. If they could find a good avenue to write it in where it makes sense, then I think it could be legendary, and it could be great, and it could be the kind of idea. It could be, maybe she already knows this, the kind of idea that brings Neve Campbell, someone who's like, I don't want to do it without Wes Craven. And then she reads a script like that, and maybe the idea is so good that it's the kind of idea that makes her go, okay, I want to talk about making this movie now. I think if they can do it right, it could be the best version of the possible Scream 5 you could ever fucking see. Now, he got stabbed and he got a TV dropped on his face. He doesn't have to be supernatural to come back for that. And again, I go back to the same thing. They wanted to do it in Scream. Like, they already have a plan in place. They want to do it in Scream 2. They want to do it in Scream 3. They have a plan in place for him to still be alive.
But that script, that was pretty bad, though.
I would want to see it, though.
I know it would be cool as a fan film, but as a reality, like I agree. Like, to see Matthew Lillard back in that role would be fucking amazing. Yeah. And as fans of the series, we would like it. We would enjoy it. But if you're really looking at the series overall, like, it makes zero sense to have that happen because the motherfucker's head got crushed like a melon. Like, it was a big giant TV. Survival. Like, there's no way he didn't come out with fucking brain damage. Even if he survived, at the news,
people survive shit like that all the time.
Yeah, but it's not like stubbing your toe on the fucking bedpost at night. Like, this motherfucker was a 48 fucking pound TV.
You gotta ride it in there. Yeah.
But either way, if they really wanted to bend the ear and try some creative writing and try something around the corner, fuck, dude, it'd be really hard. I don't even think fucking Stephen King could write them out of that corner. But, nonetheless, maybe somebody could. It would be really neat to see him on screen again. Either way, I'd be okay with him as a flashback sequence. I would really be okay with Matthew Lillard coming in for
That's
10
derivative
15...
to me. Why waste your time doing flashbacks?
Because he wants to be a part of the series, just like Danielle Harris was like begging to be a part of Halloween 2018. He wants to be a part of Scream 5, especially if Neve Campbell's coming back.
That's fan service to me, dude. That's a bunch of bullshit fan service. If you want to make Scream 5 and you want to make it really matter to today's generation and the people watching it today, you're not gonna fucking fan service people and try to marvel that bitch.
Well, that's why they put Neve Campbell in it.
Neve Campbell is she's still alive in the series. It makes total sense that she would be.
But I'm saying they could have moved on out of the realm of where they were and go somewhere else without Neve Campbell being the guy or the girl.
But they're clearly not. So I mean,
I know,
why
but
not?
I'm saying, but it's fan service either way. Like, even a crazy fucking thoughts here, out of the fucking world. But what if they used the guy that threw the goddamn girl's phone in the pudding or whatever the fuck it was, the cheese dip in Halloween 2018? What if they threw that motherfucker as the killer and Scream?
That sounds
awful.
They
connected the universes.
That sounds awful.
The universes, huh?
Well, they can't. They don't own the fucking universe. You can't.
Well, I know, but
Spyglass and Blumhouse.
I thought they did. I thought, oh yeah, that's right. We were talking about that before, having a connected universe. But either way, I think that Matthew Lillard coming back, I know that he's passionate about the project. He loves it. I think it's cool. I just don't think it's possible. I mean, even like if it was a Michael Myers movie or if it was a fucking like Jason movie or something else dealing with supernatural shit, fine. I could even swing that. The thing is, even if he came back, dude, like half his face would be fucking crushed. At least half his brain is grape juice.
You wanna know how I got these scars?
Yeah, like, he's not gonna look like Joker. But yeah, I just don't know. But either way, it's really neat that Matthew Lillard is still passionate about the project. But my favorite part about the article, honestly, was the fact that Neve Campbell, which I never suspected at all, was as passionate of protecting Wes Craven's vision than anybody else. Like she
Yeah.
wants that vision kept intact.
Yeah.
And I know that, like, I hated Scream 3. I thought Scream 3 sucked a big old donkey dick out of the desert of Egypt. But people, some people liked it. I know they did. And that's fine. But I thought it was terrible. And it smelled like
Like
fish.
the deserts miss their rain.
Yeah.
And I miss you.
Yeah. It was fish food on the market. But either way, I think what he was trying to say was that the way that his death ended, or the movie, the original Scream movie ended with him dying and Billy Loomis dying, is how Wes Craven wanted to wrap that particular moment up and then move on from there. Because I don't know. It's just that's what I'm comforted. Like, I know that Neve Campbell won't be a part of something that's probably going to be dog shit. You know what I mean? Like, she's not going to be a part of it if it's going to be dog shit. I thought Scream 4 sucked and Scream 3 sucked, but a lot of people did like it. But moving forward, I don't know, man. I think a flashback's the best we're gonna get.
I think I see what you're saying, man. I think a flashback is a complete waste of time. I think it's a fan service bullshit fucking blip in a radar that doesn't fucking matter.
But what I want my pillow fluffed? Maybe I'll get my pillow fluffed.
Leave her alone. I think that honestly, man, like if you put a gun to my head right now and you bet my life on it, you bet my fucking life on it. Like, all right, literally, put a gun to my head, Fight Club, behind the gas station. Your cereal's never going to taste as good as it does tomorrow.
It's going to be cornflakes, regular.
I got your ID. If you put a gun to my fucking head, man, and you made me tell you, you know what I think? This is just, again, gun to my head, no trailer, no news, no synopsis. Mm-hmm. I think at the end of that fucking movie, Matthew Lillard is going to be the killer. I think Stu's going to be back. It'd be cool. I think it's going to be glorious. Because I trust radio silence.
It'll be cool, man. But, I really don't. Like, the motherfucker's Shaggy now.
Dude, he's a fucking versatile actor. You can't just hold that against him. But he's done amazing shit.
It's been so long since he's been fucking Stu from Scream, because I think that people that has grown up with Scream knew he was fucking dead.
Dude,
so they moved on.
Look at his character with SLC Punk. SLC Punk was the whole thing about Matthew Lillard being young and punk and what fuck ever. And at the end of the movie, he's got his head shaved and he's sitting there in a suit and he's sad because Bob died and he's like, yeah, I'm a fucking lawyer. I'm a part of the system. Like, he's versatile. Like, he could do both.
No, I'm not saying that his acting ability is not up to par. I'm just saying, story-wise, his character's dead. That's why you've not heard anything from it. Like in Scream 2, Scream 3, and Scream 4. And obviously, like we did a review for the Scream 3 script that almost was with the Matthew Lillard thing.
Yeah.
I never thought that was a good script, man. Like, and I kind of understand why the studio passed on it. Because then all of a sudden it's a Punisher movie with a fucking Kingpin in jail, like fucking directing things with a white suit. I will tell you what to do. I don't know, man. It was corny. It all depends on cheesy.
It depends on movie magic, though. Look, if they had a script that they were going to go with for 2, and they had a script they were going to go with for 3, obviously they have a plan to bring him back. But who knows? Maybe that's the thing that brought Neve Campbell back. I did put something on Twitter, though, for you guys who are on social media at We Watched Movie on Twitter. I put up a poll. And it was, would you want to see Matthew Lillard return for Scream 5 with a little writer's magic? And here was the results. Out of 482 votes, 55.2% said yes. 11.8% said no. And then 33% said yes, but no, because Stu's fucking dead. So overwhelmingly, like, I think people would, if you want to take a 500-person vote and make that the idea that you're going with, 55% of people would be okay with the idea. But it isn't. You're right. Well, I mean, it is enough to make people go, "That's stupid," and maybe like create a little bit of like force against the film. But for that small article of people, 500 people, it seems like people would either they would love to see Stu back, or they would love to see Stu back, but they can't get beyond the fact that he died in Scream. The question for me is not that he's dead, not that he could survive a TV falling on his face and being stabbed, but why the fuck hasn't he been mentioned from Scream 2 to Scream 4? You know, that's the question you have to write yourself around.
Because he's dead. If Matthew Lillard survived that shit, he'd be like better than 50 Cent. That motherfucker
But
should
50
be having
Cent did
rap albums.
survive.
I
I
know,
mean, that's what I'm saying. Every
I know,
day people
but
survive
that
weird
motherfucker
shit.
should already be making a name for himself. He should have rap albums.
My,
but no,
my, my question,
I'm
though,
saying,
is how come nobody's mentioned him in 3 movies,
because he's
if
dead.
he's still alive? That's what
I
you
don't
have
know.
to write yourself
I don't know.
around.
But also, it's kind of like the thing. If you put a poll up and you ask people, would you want to see Danielle Harris in Halloween Kills or Halloween Ends? Overwhelmingly, you're going to get a giant portion of people. Absolutely, I would love to see her as Jamie come back one more time because it would be great. I feel like people want to hold on to those things because they're gone. But in Danielle Harris's case, she got fucked worse than like anybody in my because what they did there in Halloween 6. Either way, Matthew Lillard coming back as Stu. It just I honestly, dude, and I don't write shit either. Like I don't write articles, I don't write fucking scripts, but I can't even if I were if I had the abilities of fucking Zhao Zhu or the guy that wrote The Prince or whatever the fuck his name was,
Zeus,
I couldn't write it. Yeah, I couldn't write it.
I see what you're saying. I just think you're comparing
but I will
apples
say
to
this.
tacos.
Stu is, I guess it's your favorite. I don't know. He's my favorite killer. I don't know if Billy Loomis was yours, but I thought Stu was fun and he was he was weird. And he was out there. He liked the horror movies thing, and he was just in it for he was psycho. He was fucking completely psycho, and he was just doing it for the lulz. Billy Loomis was just doing it to get revenge on Sydney. That was what it was doing, and probably having sex with Stu on the side. You suck my dick, dog. But
I gay.
But yeah, I think, but yeah, he was fun. He was an interesting character. I think they might have killed him off too early. I wish that maybe he had survived with a gut shot and run off into the woods.
But it's what made that movie so special.
Again, this was one of the masters of horror, Wes Craven's vision for it. Yeah. I don't think he really I don't think he expected anything to go. They never do, but he didn't really expect anything after Scream. He was like, hey, it's one of those movies that happened. It was kind of like it was like meta as fuck, and it was going against all the other tropes, and that's it. And then they did Scream 2, and they did Scream 3, and they did Scream 4.
And he directed those movies. You know what I mean?
I know, and he liked it. I mean, he likes the story for sure, but he liked the story.
I think he would. He was so against Nightmare having sequels. I think that Scream was the one thing he went into that after having the experience of Nightmare. I think he went into Scream thinking this is going to be sequels. We're going to do it. And I love some of the audience's reactions where we're going to do this fucking fourth wall breaking scene. Maybe we do a stab thing where they're all real characters in real life. Wes did that with Nightmare on Elm Street 7. He went balls deep. And fucking had all this crazy shit happening in Nightmare 7. Why wouldn't he be okay with us doing that with Scream? It's gonna be fascinating, dude. I
think that one of the things you got to look at too is I think that Wes Craven wanted to have a horror series that was different from everything else. And I think at the end of the day, I think that if they already had what Billy Loomis's mother in Scream 2 was the killer. And then they had something else kind of like that in Scream 3 and so on. And then Scream 4, it was the fucking niece. I feel at Scream 5, having Matthew Lillard pop back up as the killer again, can we say General Hospital? Can we spell that? Can we spell fucking Days of Our Lives? It feels so sitcom and melodramatic. It feels too stupid. I feel like Wes Craven would be smarter than that. He'd be like, look, that's easy. That's an easy route to go. Cause of course people would think what if they survived? But I don't know, man.
I agree and disagree with you. I think if you don't have a well-written story around it, if you just bring them up and go, hey, I survived, I've been fucking, eating fucking chips in the woods. It's whatever. But, if they explain it, if they come up with an explanation that's really well done, if they have a good reason why we haven't heard from Matthew Lillard, from Stu in 3 films, then I am all fucking for it. But you're right. No, if they come out with some bullshit and they're just he survived and nobody talked about him, okay, eat some beef jerky and have a fucking cheese
Well,
stick.
You imagine that shit. What if he was out there working at tire discounters?
Yeah.
He had amnesia.
It's all in how you write it, dude. It's all in how you fucking write it. If they come up with a good story for it, then it's fucking legendary. If they don't, it'll break the whole thing. But let's get to some super chats here. But I disagree with you, but I see where you're coming from, man. And I still touch your butt. Movie Juice. Thanks, man. He says, love the channel, guys. What's the difference if Bruce Springsteen is his Shidoshi?
What?
What's the difference if Bruce Springsteen is his Shidoshi.
If he could show us the Demak death touch. That's the difference.
David Rails says Halloween 2018 didn't suck. Totally agree with you, David. I like that shit.
It's good.
God damn. If you go back and look at Halloween 5 or some of the weird shit we could have gotten out of Halloween 2018, I really just don't see how people aren't fucking happy with that movie. Joshua Tabak, thank you, says Sleepaway Camp or Slumber Party Massacre?
Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp, because
that ending fucked me up, dude. Like I hadn't watched it in forever, and when she was holding her wieners out, going like that, I was like, oh my god!
What other movie
ends next fucking day if I came upon that in the woods?
Yeah, what other movie ends with the tiny wiener fucking dangling in the wind?
Oh my god, dude! I feel like a Sarah McLachlan song was gonna come on.
I will remember.
That shit was fucking awful. That was my sanity.
Vince Malley, $6.66. That's the devil's
take it
juice.
back.
That's the
Get it out of
devil.
here.
I love Satan. Hey, what's up, guys? Since the Scream franchise plays on whatever the current horror trend is, do you think they'll follow the 80s throwback style? I think that would be confusing. I think
you know what I think they might do, which is kind of correct. I don't know how you do it, but it's kind of, what's really popular right now, like in Hollywood as far as horror films. If you look at the horror film trend, a lot of it's supernatural shit. It's Conjuring, it's The Ring, it's shit like that. That's
elevated horror.
Huh?
Or elevated horror with Get Out and Hereditary.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that that's like recent. Like I know that's more 2000, early 2000s, but it still feels like it's one of those film or those tropes. I think they play with that a little bit. I don't know.
They're and again though, they're not making a fucking scary movie. They're not making a Hot Shots, but dude, I think if you go too far into parodying the current nature of horror movies, then you risk the chance of feeling like a scary movie.
Dude, I got a good one.
What
about this? I'm just saying, I don't know if this will happen. I don't know, and I'm sure it won't. But dude, what if they played on the COVID panic? Where you got to stay in your house and the mask shit? Like, you could really fuck with that. You could really make that a horror movie with a Scream inside of a Scream universe. Like, you can't leave your house.
While I don't think that's happening, I think that you're a fucking genius. And I want to sleep
I'd fuck with it, dude.
Imagine not being able to leave.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't think that's what it is, but I think you're a genius.
You owe bills, motherfucker. You can't go outside your house.
Oh, man. I can't wait to see the fucking horror movies that come out of COVID, by the way.
It's going to be fucking crazy.
Someone sneezes on someone, and you're like, oh, God!
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
That's...
let me, like, okay, so...
Smart, you fucking piece of shit.
What?
I hate you, but that was smart.
Okay, so I think that Jesse kid...
Yeah?
That Jesse kid, E-N-T dot. I think he means entertainment. New Nightmare Scream, and the killer is Drew Barrymore, with her movie being her little amount of screen time in what would become an iconic franchise. That
she got gutted. She got gutted and hung from a fucking tree, though. There's no way.
You know what? I'd be like, yeah, no. He's saying like, he's saying like it's like Scream 3, like it's the actress. It's like Drew Barrymore playing herself. She had a small role in Scream. And now she's being hunted by Scream. That's kind of fucking crazy.
That's kind of great. X3 says Sydney needs to get gutted. P.S. Kirby is dead. Kirby is dead, and a lot of people want Sydney to die. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, I gotta be on the camp of yes. Or like, I don't want her to die necessarily because she is a good, strong final girl.
You can't have her be doing the same thing she's been doing for 4 films. You got to do something. Either she dies or she's the killer or something in between. But you can't have her just continue to. I don't know though. Like, no other final girl survived. I mean, Jamie Lee Curtis survives. So why not Sid?
I mean, I'm okay with her, but like you said, you gotta shift. You gotta move around her position a little bit. Like Scream 4 was kind of. You hear that? That was a fart. That was a fart in your mouth because that's what it was. It's like, I'm a niece now.
It's like it's like Biodome is like PB&J and some Cheetos. Gabriel R. Johnson, thank you, says, who would you cast for someone that is related to Dr. Loomis, like his son, grandson? What about Jeff Bridges as the son and Ryan Reynolds as the grandson? Just a thought. If you get Ryan Reynolds to do a fucking grandson for fucking Loomis, I'm on board 1,000%.
That'd be crazy, man. I don't know, man. That's always been a good question about like who would be a good Dr. Loomis. I think we did a video on that, but
they kind of
Dr.
Loomis
is so.
they tried.
Huh?
They kind of tried that with Sartain a little bit, like a descendant.
Yeah, that was a terrible. Yeah, but they ruined that whole character with one scene. Really, I mean that thing was fucking like goddamn. I didn't see that coming. That felt like a nut punch from hell. That's like when you think you're gonna get some, and then she knees you in the nuts. Like, don't get fresh. Like, I didn't know. I didn't know. I thought you were giving me all the signals. But I honestly do. Who would be a really good Dr. Loomis, like a young Dr. Loomis that could pull it off? Fuck, man. Who?
My dick.
That's not a good one. That's too small of a role.
Take that. It's too small of a role.
I don't know, man. He'll never do it. He'd never do it. But like dream casting, Leonardo DiCaprio grow a fucking beard. Let him do it.
It's super dream casting, yeah. My mom and dad are gonna be so mad at me. Alex, it's like they're fucking hippies. I can tell you that. Alex Sanchez.
I wanted to grab them. I'd be like, oh, like the fucking Wolf of Wall Street.
Don't cry in front of the Mexicans. Alex Sanchez says, "Do you think Scream will go with a young cast plus OGs?"
Yes. I absolutely believe that 100%.
Look, the guys who were doing Scream are the guys who did Ready or Not, and they were really irreverent and like smart and funny and original with that movie. And it's a movie that like really, if it wasn't done well, it would have never survived. It would have been a fucking fart in the night. And they did a really, really good job with it. If there was anybody out there right now that I thought could handle a Scream movie, it would be those guys, which is why I'm really excited for it. And I don't think it's a cash grab. I don't think it's bullshit. I think those guys are going to do something special with it. And they're basically betting their careers on it because you got guys with Radio Silence who are they're hot, they're up and coming guys, and they just had a huge hit with Radio Silence, and they can easily walk away from this and they can say, I'm just going to do original content. I'm not going to take a chance. Because no matter what happens, if you look at their career trajectory, if they do a Scream movie now, after being hot and on the scene with Ready or Not and shit, if they suck and it sucks ass, they're going to shit on their whole careers. I think that I don't think we're going to get a standard, typical audience made up thing. I think they're gonna fucking pull from the fucking darkness. I think we're gonna get something strange. I don't think it's gonna be anything anybody.
It's gonna be called herpes.
Yes,
you go too far to the darkness, valley. You get herpes.
I think they're gonna surprise everybody. Is basically what I'm saying. I don't think it'll be a young cast plus OGs. I think they did that with Scream 4. I think we've already.
I think that moving forward, I think that. Yeah, I mean, I think they'll have a young cast, and I think they'll leave it open for a possibility of creating a series after Scream 5, but it'll be intermingled with an older cast.
Yeah.
That are familiar with the series. You'll have David Arquette, you'll have Courtney Cox back, you'll have Neve Campbell back. Absolutely. I honestly believe that Matthew Lillard will come back in a flashback. They're going to be doing this as a way of passing the torch along to a new cast. And then the new cast, whether or not the movie does well, is going to be the indicator if they can move on with the Scream 6 or something. At this point, though, if you're already going that route, I would put, I don't know. Ooh, fuck, dude. That's kind of making me like have a little bit of juice coming up through my throat. No. Scream remake. I just don't know we're ready for that. I just don't think it's a good idea.
No. I think.
I mean, they already kind of did it with the MTV shit. And I wasn't a fan. I know some people were. I wasn't a fan of that shit. So
I think whatever idea they have, dude, it's something that none of us have thought of. I have that much respect for these guys, and I think they're betting their whole careers on this movie. I think it's going to be something that really surprises us, and it's why I don't write
like
movies.
A finger in the butt.
Yeah, surprising. Heads up, 7-Up, put finger in the butt. You're the one.
That's always the worst.
You're not
gonna know. Did I say 2 fingers? I meant 3.
I will say this. I have the utmost fucking belief in Scream 5. I think it's going to be great. Will Arnwine says, Stu could have played it off like Billy did, all the killing. So 25 years later, he is out of jail. Stu's story, killer or not, in the new movie goes on. I think what you're saying is Stu played it off and we don't know. The whole question would be
I'm lost.
The whole question, Will, would be is that, like, I mean, we're so into these characters' lives. If Stu, originally killer from Scream, was still alive, it would have been mentioned in one of these sequels. These people, Dewey's a smart guy. Courtney Cox's character, Gail Weathers, is a smart lady. They would have known, they would have mentioned at some point that Stu was still alive. So you got to write your way around that.
Yeah, there's not like there wasn't going to be like a secret scientist that came down from a fucking mountaintop in Transylvania and took a Stu's body, like with electroshock therapies, I can make his
Secret
brain come
of
alive.
the
No, there was never of
ooze.
that. But yeah, it would have been on the news, and not to mention the fact that Courtney Cox was like a fucking reporter. Like she would have followed that story. The guy was
Yeah.
in a body bag. Like there's no way that they would have like left the
Yeah.
house without knowing that people were in body bags. She
Yeah.
covered the story. She was on the scene.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta get real quick with this because there's a lot of super chats to get to before Michael and Loomis make their appearance. Intel Wild, thank you, says, "Hey guys, do y'all think Kills will be better than Halloween 2018?"
You know what? I gotta be like, yeah.
I think so, and we both love
You know,
2018.
yeah, we did talk to a sexual man named Chris Nelson that you know, as you guys know, worked on the Halloween 2018 Halloween Kills, and he's working on Halloween Ends. And he told us that it was great. It looked amazing, and it's going to deliver what fans want. I think it's going to take what it established in 2018 and fucking inject that shit with Ultimate Warrior steroids, and then you're going to be talking to Mars and Venus and the sun and bringing the strength of the little warriors inside of you and shaking the ropes.
He's telling
and
you all
going
the truth.
forward.
He's
But
telling
yeah,
you all the truth.
I think that movie is going to.
Yeah.
It's not going to shit on the other one, but it's going to be like, hey, little brother, I've got this now.
Thanks for setting the stage.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna fuck shit up. It's like when you're having sex and you do the accoutrement and you do the what do you call it? Like the lead up. What do you call the lead up to sex? Like the
foreplay.
Foreplay.
Got the foreplay
I think Halloween 2008 was the foreplay.
Obviously, you're not familiar.
I think Halloween Kills is gonna just put it in. I think it's gonna be amazing. And Courtney Reed says, Michael J, it's church sermon time. We need a prayer to show the Halloween Kills trailer on Sunday. We'll be short. We'll be brief because we got other chat.
Yeah, we got to get going here. Okay.
All right.
I throw my hands up in the air.
We need it.
And I say to myself, I look around and I say, they are Gentiles and heathens at my pulpit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know who did not say, I turn you away?
Tell him, Jay.
It was John Carpenter with his voice from the sky.
Oh, master.
And it makes you blind to your own ignorance.
You can't see it.
He says, John Carpenter says,
he says it.
Halloween Kills is going to lift you above your seats. It's going to make you understand that you can't get better than what you're watching right now.
I feel it.
You can go home and watch a hockey face killer. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Does he play for the Islanders? I don't know. I don't want to go into his sin.
Mm-hmm.
Is he a little doll from Toys R Us named Chucky? Or it rhymes with Bucky, but it also rhymes with damnation. No,
Get
sir.
out of here!
No, sir. Halloween Kills is going to make sure that you stay away. God, tell me, away from the fiery pits of depression of where the horror movie films are right now.
Mm-hmm. Halloween Kills.
Hallelujah. John Carpenter, David Gordon Green, Jamie Lee Curtis. Let's all put our hands together and let them be loved. Let them feel that they are appreciated. Make them understand that there is only one route right now. It's Halloween Kills in October. Little Johnny, pass out the collection plates. I'm expecting people are gonna be moved by the spirit.
We're gonna get that Halloween Kills a trailer on Saturday, the day before the Lord's Day.
Brother Mike has been possessed by the devil of Jason. Forget it not. This is what happens sometimes. And his mic got unplugged, ladies and gentlemen. You know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because he was putting his mouth on the Jason Voorhees. Oh, God. That's what it is. Don't let that happen to you.
Conclusion.
Yeah, we can go forever.
Intel Wild says, hey, Mike, nice red Solo cup. I'm drinking apple juice. I'm a man of the Lord. And I only
I remember
drink
back in the day that we
Fruitfuls.
told ourselves like we will never ever drink out of red Solo cups. We'll never do it.
Toby Keith, you are not. Intel Wild says, "Hey Mike, oh, I just fucking read that. Shit." The Jessica Entertainment says, "New Nightmare Scream, and the killer is Drew Barrymore, with her motive being her little amount of screen time and what
That's
would
why
be an
that's what I
iconic
said. Yeah, I read that
franchise."
earlier.
Yeah.
I think that was brilliant. That was pretty good.
Genius. I love that. That's fucking fantastic. And Drew Barrymore is a goddess. I love that idea. Blake Keys, you guys rock. You always keep me laughing. When my wife is in a mood, I tell her to get some goddamn wham up in her. Love the channel, guys. You know what?
We
We're
love
here.
you.
We're here to just put soft noises inside your wife's ears. That didn't come off how I wanted it to. I didn't mean it
As long
like
as she's
that.
alone.
Look, we all have wives that all complain. And Mercury 80 says, "I'm still not wearing any pants." Me either, man.
Hey, by the way, this is a
Emotionally,
super chat.
I'm
I do want to
emotionally
point this out though.
pantsless.
Ashley Pendleton did say Andy Serkis would be an awesome Loomis.
No.
He'd be all right.
I shit on that. I
No, he's
poop
all
on
right.
it. No. No.
No,
Fuck
yeah,
that.
he'd be all right.
Nope.
He's a fucking great actor.
Nope. Josh William Cook says,
okay,
"Fuck that.
butt.
Andy Serkis could play a really good Michael Jordan." I don't know. It just seems like Tom Hardy could play a really good fucking Wayne Gretzky. I don't like it. I don't like
Tom
that.
Hardy could play a really
Jay.
good Wayne Gretzky.
Josh William Cook says they might have intended to recycle the stew idea with Jill. Remember, she is the only killer to not get shot in the head. And the commentary alluded to it. Yeah, true. Could be.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be as exciting, though. Would you really get your fucking dick in a roar over that? I wouldn't. I think a lot of people would forget. But I get what you're saying.
You imagine if your dick fucking did a roar right before you put it in. It was like roar, like MGM.
It looked like the fucking thing that popped out
It
of
was
people's
like bum
chest.
bum
in
bum
Alien.
bum.
Robbie Rewind. That's a great name, bro. Says earlier your Red Dead impression was borderline Gary Busey, and so now do a scream Gary Busey impression. Dance, monkey, dance, and yes to stew.
I thought you were gonna do say a prayer for the youth of America. I bet that's what he was thinking when he got arrested from DUI.
I can't even think of what Gary Busey sounds like at this moment. So I just count that Red Dead Redemption voice as what. My name's Arthur.
Times 10.
Earlier, your Red Dead Redemption impression was borderline Gary Busey. So now, scream / Gary Busey impression, dance, monkey, dance. Also, yes to stew. My horse got ran over by a reindeer. That's all I got.
You gotta be like, those people played their hearts. Oh, that was Nick Nolte. I was like, what was it? Oh my god, dude! Like, can you
I
think
give you
of,
Nick
like,
Nolte and Warrior.
Yeah, Nick Nolte. He's like,
You sick son of a bitch!
Stop the ship! Stop the ship! No, what was
You got me, son of a bitch!
No, what was Gary Busey though? What was the Gary Busey movie? I can't even fucking think of 48 Hours.
Yeah.
Was that 48 Hours?
I got no.
God, they're like fucking twins, dude. I can't. Stop the ship!
Stop it!
You godless son of a bitch! Stop the ship!
Sean Tubby 123 says, "Hopefully when this is over, we'll meet up, you sexies." Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you. Todd Fair says, "Jay, do you think Mike is a one night stand sexy? Jay, do you think Mike is one night stand sexy?"
No, I think that Mike's a lifelong partner.
Yeah, I'm a good lover and a sweet.
I would take him to Starbucks all the time and make sure that he had the breakfast eggs from Hardee's whenever he felt like it.
Hardee's, they got the biscuits.
Yeah, they do. They got the
biscuits.
well, I was gonna say they got the meats, but that's Arby's. But yeah,
I'd say I'm a better lifelong partner than I am a one night stand.
yeah. Like I
I'm
feel
a
like
generous giver
of
love.
I feel like if you had like a one night stand, there'd be like feelings and things like that afterwards. Like probably on my part, I'd be like, yeah, I can't let you go.
Yeah.
You're like a piece of wind on the boardwalk. I just can't let you go. Yeah. I smell the ocean breeze when I think of your name.
I can't quit.
And when I think of your name, I also hear Marvin Gaye in the background. I can't let you go.
I'm gonna fuck it. I'm gonna fuck it. Uh, Jay, look at me now. Oh, fuck it. Oh shit. Ah! All right. Oh god. All right. Quick break time. We're losing viewers by the second, so it's a good time to bring out Michael and Loomis to conclude our broadcast evening. We love you all for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you guys so much. You guys make the quarantine and everything we're all going through so much easier, and I hope we can do the same for you. This is good night for me and Jay.
I like David Carr was why he was like, "Hey, sexy."
Hey,
He's like, "Hey, sexy.
how you
Hey, how you doing?
fucking want a bologna sandwich? I'll fry it on the fryer.
I'll cut off the crust and I'll cut off your fucking head if you tell anybody about
Yeah,
this.
you better go get that fucking bologna. You better get it
I'm
and
gonna put it
fry
deep
that
in there.
bologna.
I'm gonna make you a grilled cheese sandwich in your
Oh
vagina."
yes, oh yes. We'll be right back with Michael and Loomis and a special Loomis message for one of our Patreons. There is a tier on our Patreon where you can get a special Loomis message just for you, and that's what we're going to do here in a second. We'll be right back. But thank you guys. That's it for me and Jay.
Yeah, you guys hang around though. I mean, you guys hang
Yeah.
around, talk to each other. We'll be back.
We'll be right back. We love your fucking butts and your penises.
Love you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Woo!
Woo. I gotta do this Loomis shit now. That's exactly. I need. Can you go get me a coffee shop from downstairs? Is it going bad? I can read his face.
Michael! Yes, okay. Sound like a bulldog in heat. I know you are there. Okay. So, I hate you, Michael. Everything about you. Why are you playing a guitar? You Willie Nelson idiot? Idiot. Only knows that finger movement. Is it his age or his IQ? I don't know. So, we have a message for Lex, Colin, and Kara. Do your homework. Your father tells me this. Asian T is pulled correctly. And stop driving your mother crazy! You know what? You know why you should do your homework? Lex, Colin, and Kara? Because if you don't, you will wind up like a certain individual. A certain individual from American Store with a pale white face. Looks like an extra from American, the movie. It's okay, Michael. We know a story from William Shatner. Let me tell you something. He stared at a wall. He watched paint dry. He poops himself. And he pays himself. And he eats dog food. Good God, it's more sad than a McLaughlin song. And stop driving your mother crazy. The last mother that went insane was the Lake of Crystal's killer mother. You know what she did? She went around killing children because they didn't like her lunch meat. But she walked in the cafeteria, obviously. And guess what? She lost her head about it. You need to get your sleep, do your homework, be good boys and girls, grow up, and join the team of psychologists to help pieces of poopy like Michael Myers get over their obsession with their sister, like they're from West Virginia. Michael, I know you're not from West Virginia. Disgusting. You know where you're from? Where are you from, Michael? You're from Ohio. Illinois. I was texting Michael. You say, you gotta throw it in there sometimes. You gotta throw it in there. But either way, don't become another killer or somebody that's a no-gooder or somebody that doesn't want to get up off the couch and make something of this. If you're going to do that, you're going to need sleep, you're going to need passion, and you're going to have to respect mother and father as they lay the rules down. I try to do my best with Michael, but you know what I had to resort to? Shock collar for psychopath. Right? You know, Amazon has a holiday deal. So unless you want that upon your collar, you'll listen to mother and father. Just get some sleep. Go to sleep. What are you staying up for? The sun is down. There's no more playtime outside. Gonna go ride on a swing? No, the parks are closed. You're gonna go down a trampoline or no, jump on a trampoline? No, it's gone. You go to sleep. You get up the next morning. Your homework is done. You start the day. You eat some cornflakes. Hopefully, it's the good cornflakes and not the ones with no sugar. I hate those. And Michael hates those too. I know why. Because he's giving me the same blank, pale, emotionless face since 1978. Stop! I want you to know, you know, I gotta be honest, Lex, Colin, and Kara sounds like a law firm that knows what they're doing. Maybe you all should become lawyers. I feel like I'm in a goddamn Goo Goo Dolls video with this shit. Maybe you should become lawyers. Seek out justice in the sewers. When you, I don't know. It's a work in progress. Either way, you've got to do. You got to do your best. You got to listen to mom and dad, and you got to go to sleep. Get your ass in bed. And that's right, I said A-double-S. Because I've had it. I've had it. Did you fart, Michael? You're fired. You're fired for not telling me the goddamn audio was out. I hate you. I don't care about your mother. I don't care about your sister, your brother, or your uncle from another marriage. Hope you. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm going to. Linda has chlamydia. Michael, why you give me that shock expression? What did you do with Linda? No, it's that goddamn Dr. Chalice. As far as his wiener hasn't fallen off. Anyway. God damn. You know, Michael, I gotta be honest with you. I didn't know we'd be talking to children. Michael, look at the camera. Tell them not to eat dogs. Michael can't do that. You know why? Because Michael didn't go to sleep when his parents told him to. He stayed up late. He killed his sister, and then he ate dogs. What? There's nothing above me except stealing. Anyway, just do what your parents tell you. For God's sake, it's not that hard. They put a roof over your head. They provide for you. They take you to school. They waste gasolina. And they don't care. Because they love you. So when he says, go to bed, get your ass in the sheets. Lay down, pull it upon yourself, and think about how you're going to be a benefit to society tomorrow. Stay in school, study, think about things, learn things, and you won't end up like a poopy stained diaper like Michael Myers. Michael, are you playing music? Are you muted? Michael! Michael! Stop it! Your goddamn mic is off! Oh, your goddamn mic is less red than your sister's blood. Look. Look at your goddamn mic. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes, let's get some blues. Give me some blues. I've been practicing this. Give me some blues. Walking out of the bar. 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't know how I'm gonna get back. Gonna have to call my friend Jack. Daniels wasn't there, and I don't have a dollar, but I'll go all the way to make her holler. Yeah. Oh, money from the bar, honey. But I didn't go to school. Didn't listen to my parents. Stayed up and acted like a fool. Now I'm singing to YouTube. Anyway, I don't think that the great band Whitesnake is gonna premiere us anytime soon, but it was a good time. It's whatever. I feel the same way. Michael, Michael, say something to them. Say something to those children. Yes, get serious. Put on your serious face. Oh, I see you already brought it. It's Lex, Colin, and Kara. Yes. One. Oh. I'm like, no, should be in there. Alone in the dark, I try out new things. Thought I'd be a leader, but it changed. I like yelling at psychopaths, that's my thing. And I don't care if Jason from the Lake of Crystals gives a dang. Michael should die. I shot him 6 times, but he keeps surviving like a little piece of lime. And he pops up when I don't want him to be there. He's a big old whore. Check your mother's hair. Monday, certain Michael goes to the grave. No one will make a sound. Everyone should shave. Yeah! What you know about treating psychopaths? You accuse me when I try to do it with fast. Don't know what that means, but fuck it, I'll come up with something right now. You are nothing more than a little I feel like I shot Michael Stick. If you get in my way, God damn you. I feel like it's going somewhere else, Michael. But it's good. You have guitar. You have guitar. It's good. It's good times. I feel like I felt very bluesy. I felt like all of a sudden we were transported to the 1950s, guarding moonshine distilleries. I liked it. Anyway, say the fucking score. Goddamn kids. You don't know when you die. This isn't the tits. This is the Ritz. Try to give you an education. Don't mistake it. Loomis will be back if you act like a daft idiot. I feel like we should do some Jim Morrison shit and walk off the stage. Did you break that shit? Yeah, you did. That's coming out of your goldfish supply. I mean, it's done. Good luck to you. God damn. You take off that fucking headset, you look like Christopher Walken's ghost. Good luck to you. I said good luck. Where the fuck